Welcome to QuizMe, presented by CNC, as we begin the 16th season on CKPG. On today's show, a first-round matchup. The students from Springwood take on the Heather Park Highlanders. Let's head to the CKPG studios and join Quizmaster Catherine Henson.
Welcome to QuizMe. Let's get straight to the questions. We'll start with snappers. They're worth 10 points each. What does Cinderella leave behind as she is fleeing? Springwood.
A glass slipper.
Yes. What is the largest city in Great Britain? Heather Park.
London.
Yes. Fables by Aesop, such as The Tortoise and the Hare, are read around the world. What nationality was Aesop? Springwood.
British.
Sorry, incorrect. Heather Park.
Holland.
The answer, Greek. What common sweet food is made by insects? Heather Park.
Honey.
Correct. Our first video question of the game is hosted by a QuizMe alumni.
Hi, I'm Ezra, and I was on the Fraser Lake QuizMe team. My question for you is, when playing pool or billiards, what is used to strike the ball?
Heather Park.
The white ball.
No. Springwood.
A pool stick.
The answer there, a cue. The score after our first set of questions is Springwood with 10, Heather Park Highlanders 20. Join us for more QuizMe after this break.
QuizMe, presented by CNC, is brought to you in part by Diversified Transportation for all your transportation needs, bringing our community safely home. QuizMe, presented by CNC, brought to you in part by Joey's Restaurant, a tasty little place for seafood.
Let's meet today's teams and the players. From Springwood, we have Gwen, Karen, and Abby. And on the Heather Park Highlanders team, Charlotte, Talon, and Josiah. And our judge for today's match is Todd Whitcomb from UNBC. It's time now for theme questions. These are a series of questions on the same topic. They're worth 10 points each and open to both teams. In the following questions, sort these superheroes into their respective universe, DC or Marvel. Green Lantern. Heather Park.
DC.
Right. Black Panther. Springwood.
Marvel.
Correct. Shazam. Springwood.
DC.
Yes. Wonder Woman. Heather Park.
DC.
Right. The following questions are about Africa. Nairobi is the capital of which country? Heather Park.
Kenya.
Correct. Cairo is the capital of which country? Heather Park.
Egypt.
Correct. Tunis is the capital city of which country? The answer there, Tunisia. The following questions are about fictional movie creatures. Introduced in 1899, this creature only wants to suck your blood. Heather Park?
Dracula.
Yes. Originally created by Mary Shelley, this undead creature was brought to life. Heather Park?
Frankenstein.
I'm sorry, not the answer we're looking for. I'll finish the question for Springwood. Originally created by Mary Shelley, this undead creature was brought to life by a jolt of lightning. Go ahead.
Zombie.
The answer, Frankenstein's monster. Many recent movies have featured these undead creatures who want to eat your brains. Heather Park?
Zombies.
Yes. To kill Perseus, the Greek god Zeus ordered the release of this titan. Springwood.
Hades.
No. Heather Park, would you like to try? The answer, the Kraken. The following questions are about Canadian rivers. Flowing into the Strait of Georgia near Vancouver. Springwood.
The Georgia Strait.
I'm sorry, I'll finish the question for Heather Park. Flowing into the Strait of Georgia near Vancouver, this river is home to the world's largest salmon run. Heather Park.
The Fraser River.
Yes. Flowing into the Atlantic, this river is the outlet for the Great Lakes. Heather Park?
St. Lawrence River.
Yes. The Williston Reservoir was created by damming this river. Heather Park?
Peace River.
Right. For our next video question, we head to the Central Interior Railway and Forestry Museum.
This was the first artifact the museum collected. What did this huge blade clear off the track?
Springwood.
Broken down trains.
I'm sorry, that's not the answer we're looking for. Heather Park, would you like to try?
Gravel.
The answer is snow. We see a lot of that here. Our next category of questions is all about science. Gaseous, liquid, or solid, which is the densest form of water? Springwood.
Liquid.
Yes. Mammals, plants, insects, or microorganisms, which is the most abundant form of life on this planet?
Microorganisms.
Yes, Springwood. Tectonic plates moving towards each other are said to be what, Heather Park?
Convergent.
Yes. The photoreceptors in your retina are divided into broad classes of cells called what, Heather Park?
Rods and cones.
Correct. Organisms would prefer ideal living conditions but can live over a range of conditions. What is this range called? Springwood.
Habitat.
Sorry. Heather Park, would you like to try? Go ahead.
Evolution.
The answer, the range of tolerance. The Hawaiian Islands were all formed by underwater...
Volcanoes.
Correct. What do you call an organism that derives its energy and nutrients from a diet consisting of plants, animals, algae? Heather Park?
Omnivore.
Correct. Insects have how many different body segments? Springwood.
3.
Right. If graphite or pure carbon is compressed to very high pressures, it can generate which gemstone? Heather Park?
Diamond.
Yes. The inner core of the Earth is magnetic, as it is a blend of nickel and which metallic element? Springwood.
Copper.
I'm sorry, not the answer we're looking for. Heather Park? Go ahead.
Iron.
Yes. When limestone is heated under pressure, it is converted to which mineral used to make statues?
Cement.
No, I'll throw it to Heather Park. Would you like to try? Go ahead.
Marble.
Yes. A video question wraps up the science category presented by Professor Todd Whitcomb.
For which force of nature did Sir Isaac Newton develop a law?
Heather Park?
Gravity.
That's correct. Back to snappers now, worth 10 points each. How many strings on a standard mandolin? Heather Park?
5.
No. Springwood?
3.
The answer is 8. How many rings are in the Olympic symbol? Springwood?
5.
Right. Which Italian city is famous for its canals? Heather Park?
Venice.
Yes. What is the name of the big red dog? Springwood?
Clifford.
Yes. What is the rarest blood type? Heather Park?
A.
I'm sorry. Springwood?
A positive.
The answer, AB negative. A standard deck of playing cards doesn't have... Springwood?
52.
No. I'll finish the question for Heather Park. A standard deck of playing cards doesn't have a card with a 1. Instead, it's called a what? Heather Park?
An ace.
Right. In a game of chess, how many pieces does... Springwood?
16.
Yes, at the start of the game, that's correct. If you wished someone bonjour, you would be wishing them...
Hello.
No. Heather Park, I'll finish the question. If you wished someone bonjour, you would be wishing them a good day. What would you be wishing someone if you said bon matin? Heather Park?
Good morning.
Right. What Canadian official lives at 24 Sussex Drive?
The Prime Minister.
Yes. Old Faithful, a famous geyser, is found in the world's first national park. What park is it? Springwood?
Banff.
No. Over to Heather Park. Would you like to try?
Yellowstone.
That's correct. The score now is Springwood at 100. Heather Park with 230. Join us for more QuizMe after this break.
And now, a school feature on QuizMe, presented by CNC.
Welcome to Springwood Elementary, home of the Springwood Lightning. We are Prince George's newest elementary school.
We have a number of school pets here, including Lizzie the bearded dragon, Mola and Cola the Siamese fighting fish, Nibbles the hamster, and Tila, our professional therapy dog.
Our school has great technology to support learning. Each class has a smartboard, and we have tons of cool technology, like the 3D printer, Makey Makeys, and special coding robots.
We have lots of clubs for students at Springwood. These include photography, drama, dance, Tai Chi, Minecraft, Games Club, and leadership.
Here at Springwood, we have our SPARK program, which stands for Safety, Perseverance, Accountability, Respect, and Kindness.
And that's Springwood Elementary, an inclusive community that ignites lifelong learning.
QuizMe, presented by CNC, is brought to you in part by Great White Toys Comics Games. At Great White, it's always a good time to play. We return to QuizMe, presented by CNC, with another school feature.
Bonjour and welcome to Heather Park Elementary. Here we have 3 playgrounds. This is our newest and wheelchair accessible playground.
Although we have many sports at our school, the Elk Center is right across the road, and we, out of few schools, have a hockey program from grade 4 to 7.
Here at Heather Park, we have a class set of snowshoes, so in the winter, we can go snowshoeing in the beautiful woods behind our school.
We have a band program in a designated band room where students can learn to play a variety of instruments, such as flute, clarinet, and trumpet.
That is just a bit of what makes our school different from all the others.
Time now for the math category. Correct answers are worth 10 points each. Many decorative objects are polygons with sides of equal length. How many sides does an octagon have? Springwood.
8.
Yes. The prime number closest to 36 is what? Springwood.
34.
Sorry, incorrect. Heather Park?
31.
The answer, 37. -4 times -6 results. Springwood?
Positive 24.
Yes. 13 minus 4 plus 3 equals what? Heather Park?
12.
Yes. What is the product of 1/2 multiplied by 1/2? Heather Park?
1.
No. Springwood?
1 whole.
The answer, 1/4. At 50 cents per bagel, how many bagels could you buy with $3 and Heather Park?
7.
Yes, with $3.50. If a cookie recipe calls for 2 cups of sugar and you want to triple it, how many cups? Springwood?
6 cups of sugar.
Yes, you need 6 cups of sugar. What is 11 squared? Heather Park?
121.
Right. What is 54 divided by 6? Heather Park?
9.
Yes. And now for our next video question, presented by a research professor from UNBC.
Hi, my name's Catherine Nolan. I'm a professor of geography at UNBC. I mainly work on the issues of human rights and social justice in the Central American country of Guatemala. There are 22 Maya languages spoken in Guatemala, but the official language comes from this European country.
Springwood?
Italy?
No, I'm sorry. Heather Park?
England?
The answer, Spain. Let's test your language skills next with English class. Rearrange the letters in the word diet to get a word. Springwood?
Tide.
Yes. Ezra was as mad as a hornet. Is this Springwood?
Simile.
That's correct. If you describe someone as running swiftly, swiftly would be part of
Adverb.
That's correct. In the sentence, when I was young, I had a very fast bike. What part of speech is fast? Heather Park?
Adjective.
Right. There, or there. Spell the word that is a contraction of they are. Heather Park?
THEY''RE.
Right. It was obvious from her responses that they were getting nowhere. Spell the word nowhere. Springwood?
NOWHERE.
That's correct. What is the preposition in the sentence? The puppy is under the table. Heather Park?
Under.
Yes. The contraction for cannot is what? Springwood?
Cannot.
I'm sorry. Heather Park?
Can't.
Yes. Rearrange the letters in the word spar to get a word for a tool that you might use. Springwood?
Press.
Sorry, over to Heather Park. Rearrange the letters in the word spar to get a word for a tool that you might use while shaping wood or on a horse's hoof. The answer there is rasp. What is unusual about the phrase half serious? Heather Park?
All the vowels are in alphabetical order.
That's correct. Complete the title, Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Springwood.
Room?
No. Heather Park?
House?
The answer, library. A verb meaning to depart, as in it was time for her to, what? Heather Park?
Go.
Yes. Don't worry about spilled milk. Paper towel will absorb it. Spell the word absorb. Heather Park?
ABSORB.
Yes. With a photocopier, it was easy to duplicate the answers. Spell the word duplicate. Heather Park?
DUPLICATE.
Our next video question is hosted by Joel Ewart. He's a QuizMe alumni and a Paralympic hopeful.
In this Paralympic sport, athletes use sticks with spikes to help propel themselves above the ice while trying to put the puck in the net. What is this sport called?
Heather Park?
Ice hockey?
That's not the answer we're looking for. Springwood? I'm sorry, the answer we're looking for is sledge or sled hockey. Time now for our image gallery. We'll show you some pictures and ask you questions about them. 10 points for each correct answer. Most of the bananas we eat come from Central America, but bananas originated on which very large continent, Springwood?
Asia.
Yes. Dwayne Johnson is now known mostly for his movie roles. Springwood?
The Rock?
Yes. With fillings, which include potatoes, cheese, and meat, what are these dumplings called?
Pierogies?
Yes. Unscramble these letters to get a common barnyard animal. Springwood?
Donkey?
Right. What number is this in English? Heather Park?
14.
Right. The mythical Norse god Thor.
Son of Odin?
I'm sorry. Heather Park, the mythical Norse god Thor is a member of which race? Heather Park?
Asgardian?
Yes. This legislative building sits on the inner harbor of which provincial capital? Heather Park?
Victoria?
Correct. What number is represented by these Roman numerals? Heather Park?
99.
Yes. With hits such as Stitches, Treat You Better. Heather Park?
Shawn Mendes?
Yes, that's correct. Although they are called the king of the jungle, lions actually live in Africa on open grasslands called what? Heather Park?
Savannah?
Right. Chow, which country is shown in red? Heather Park?
Italy?
Right. Our last video question of the game is presented by CKPG News anchor Kendall Robertson.
In January 2019, Wet'suwet'en hereditary chiefs set up a blockade near Houston in opposition to what industrial project?
Heather Park?
Pipeline?
Yes. We'll finish up with snappers now, 10 points for each. Which fairy tale princess lived with 7 dwarves? Springwood?
Snow White?
Right. Sunlight is captured by chlorophyll and then used to convert carbon dioxide.
Photosynthesis?
That's correct. In the Harry Potter movies, who played Harry Potter? Heather Park? Over to Springwood.
Daniel Radcliffe.
That's correct. What throwing stick is designed to come back? Springwood.
A boomerang?
Right. To drive to Barkerville from Prince George, which general direction would you initially, Heather Park?
South?
Yes. An oak is which type of tree?
Deciduous?
That's correct. What kind of storybook bird laid a golden egg? Springwood.
A goose?
Right. What did Chicken Little have to tell the king? Heather Park.
That the sky was falling?
Right. The dinosaurs went extinct at the end of the Cretaceous period. During what prehistoric time period did they first evolve?
The dinosaur age?
I'm sorry, Heather Park?
Cretaceous?
The answer, the Triassic. China's Yellow River flows into which ocean? Springwood.
The Indian Ocean?
No. Heather Park?
The Pacific?
That's correct. Switzerland is famous for the Northern Alps. In what country would you find the Southern Alps? Heather Park.
Austria?
No. Springwood? Go ahead.
Italy?
The answer, New Zealand. And that was our last question of the game. We'll be back after a short break.
QuizMe, presented by CNC. The UNBC video questions are brought to you by the University of Northern BC. Visit us at unbc.ca. QuizMe, presented by CNC. bringing people and potential together for 50 years.
Our judge has confirmed the final score. We have Springwood with 250, the Heather Park Highlanders at 480. Congratulations to Charlotte, Talon, and Josiah from the Heather Park Highlanders. And thanks for a great game with Gwen, Karen, and Abby from Springwood.
The Heather Park Highlanders win this week's game, and they move on to the second round. Join us on our next show for another first-round matchup as Immaculate Conception takes on the Heather Park Heroes. QuizMe, presented by CNC.
Which is furthest north, the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn, or the equator? Following questions are about daily life in ancient Egypt. The answer, meaty or brothy flavors. Through which city did the line defining the meter run? We'll finish up the game with snappers. Welcome to QuizMe. Let's get straight to the questions. St. Mary's. Oakville. Sacred Heart.
Blue.
Right. Selfridge.
France.
Yes. I'll check conductor. Cedars.
New York.
Have you? Mercury? Correct. The answer is snow. We see a lot of that here.